You know what's so rare in pharmacy is like people who actually love what they do. I mean, genuinely love being a pharmacist. I think that it's so sad that that's so rare because so many people are just counting down the hours until their shift ends. What's fascinating is that those pharmacists, I don't feel like they're all that different, that they're special unicorns in pharmacy. I just think they found their niche. They figured out something that took me, honestly, about 5 years to discover. And today, I think we're gonna change that. Because if you're a pharmacist who's maybe burnt out, frustrated, hating your job, or thinking that there has to be something better out there, I made this video just for you, honestly. It's kind of like a video to my past self. Like I wish I would have run across this video when I was burnt out and hating, honestly, my pharmacy clinical job. You know what's crazy? When I do workshops with pharmacists, there's always this moment where someone realizes they're not alone. They look around in this virtual room that I have and think, wow, okay, other people get it. They know what I'm going through and they know how hard it is to find something great. But what I also see is messages in my inbox. Messages like, I hate my retail job. I hate my hospital job. I hate my clinical job. What do I do now? One of the most difficult ones I see is people pouring their heart out and saying, I don't think I want to be a pharmacist anymore. What can I do career-wise? Should I go be a teacher? And every time I see these messages, my heart just, it breaks a little bit because I know exactly what that feels like. I know that place of neediness, desperation, like wanting to run away from your situation, of feeling trapped but not knowing what to do next. Listen, if you're in that place right now and you're dreading going into work tomorrow, where you feel stuck, where you feel like you think you can't even do this anymore, I want you to know two things. First, you're not alone. This is way more common than what most people realize. Second, you have so much more potential than your current situation might be letting you even show. Now, I want to be really clear about something. I don't believe that there are such things as dream jobs or perfect jobs. I don't believe that there are jobs with zero problems. But I absolutely believe that there are career paths, environments, and yes, even companies within pharmacy that can make you significantly happier and more fulfilled. I want to share with you something powerful, something that I discovered when I was exactly in your position. I remember when I was working as a clinical ambulatory care pharmacist, doing, honestly, mostly anti-coag work, and I was just completely burned out and bored out of my mind, feeling trapped. Now, I'm not saying anti-coag isn't great. Some people love it, and that's great, but I was bored. But I did 2 exercises that completely changed my perspective, and honestly, they're the reason why I'm here doing what I love today, which is helping pharmacists find and get fulfilling careers and jobs. Here's the first exercise. I'm really encouraging you to honestly do this. Don't just think, oh, that's nice, that's a good idea. I want you to imagine it's your retirement party. You've spent decades working in your career and people are celebrating you. They're honestly congratulating you for your hard work. So here are some key questions that I want you to ask and think about. What are people thanking you for in these moments? What impact did you have on patients' lives, your coworkers, colleagues, other healthcare professionals? What are you most proud of achieving? And listen, this doesn't have to be some grandiose vision. You don't need to cure cancer or become a CEO, but maybe your vision is having 80% of your patient interactions being meaningful ones. Maybe it's having patients know you by your name and specifically request your name because of just how great of a pharmacist you are. Maybe it's preventing bad outcomes and actually solving giant healthcare problems that we have. When I did this exercise, I was so moved by the idea that I could help pharmacists with the same pain and problems that I was going through. of feeling stuck and feeling like there was no way to honestly escape my situation, I seriously considered just quit being a pharmacist. Don't renew my license. Just try something else. Do a different career change. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm so glad that I dug deep down to really consider what could I aspire to become when I, quote, retire, even though I'm never going to retire. Maybe I'll just work less, but like, honestly, I love what I do. I'm one of those weirdos now. I mean, I guess I've always been a weirdo. Let's be honest. Now, here's the second exercise. And this is where things get really practical. Take that vision, that thing that you described, what people are congratulating you for and asking you for, and now ask yourself, what are some small steps that I can take this month towards that vision of what I could be? Who do I need to talk to in order to make this happen? Who in my network, maybe state association or alumni network, that could help me get there? You know what I've learned after helping hundreds, now thousands of pharmacists transform their careers? The question is rarely how, but who. Who do you need to know? Who can open doors for you? Who can give you that chance? I think great, fulfilling work happens at the intersection of what you want most from your life and the work that you enjoy. When I was trying to escape my unfulfilling job, I kept asking myself, how do I get out? What do I have to do? But everything changed for me when I started asking, who can help me get to where I want to go? So here's what I want to ask you to do this week. Do the retirement party exercise. Have some fun with it. Maybe even have a conversation with your significant other or a spouse or a really good friend and say like, hey, this is what I'm thinking about doing with my life and my career. I want people to say this about me. And you may need a good friend to do that. If you feel like that's way too cheesy and corny, then that's okay. Maybe talk with a career coach. I don't know. But actually write it down. Make a list then of 3 to 5 people who might be able to help you get closer towards that vision, and reach out to just one of them this week. It doesn't have to be this long message that you send them. Just send them a brief message saying, hey, it's been a while since we chatted. How are things going? Or if you want to be so bold, call your state association and ask them, hey, I want to get better at this skill, at this thing. And I'd like to know who's really good at it in this association. You know what's amazing is that when pharmacists find work that they actually love, it doesn't just make healthcare better, right? Or healthcare providers better. They become better spouses. They become better parents, better friends, because they're not just dragging their life anymore through job stress and bringing it home. They're being more present. They're being happier. And that energy follows into all sorts of new and interesting opportunities. One of the worst situations I can think for any pharmacist is that when I'm working with them one-on-one and I'm asking them questions about where they want to go next and they don't know, and I ask them the question, what are you proud of? What have you accomplished that you're truly happy with? And they say nothing. Man, there's some major mental shifts that need to happen to really value the things that they've done. But maybe a powerful question could be, what could you do to actually be proud of yourself and your work? And maybe it's not even within pharmacy. That's okay if it is. Now look, if you're sitting there and you're nodding your head and you're like, yeah, okay, Alex, oh yeah, I'm on fire, baby. I'm gonna get something done. Great. I would love to help you take that next step. Look, at the Happy PharmD, we've cracked the code. We've developed a system that has helped now thousands of pharmacists land jobs that they actually love in 6 months or less. I'm not talking about another job. I'm talking about roles where they feel valued, respected, and actually excited to do what they're doing. In the Career Transition Accelerator, it's a workshop where I and you hang out in a small, intimate group, and I show you the exact strategies that our pharmacists use to land these, quote, dream jobs. They have problems, but they're still a whole lot more fulfilling. I can only take a limited number of pharmacists because I want to give everyone the attention they deserve. So if you're ready to stop dreading Monday mornings or whenever you start your week and start loving your career and the profession again, I would love to hang out with you. Click the link that'll be in the description below, answer a few questions, and I would love to hang out with you in this workshop. Now look, right now you may be feeling stuck, and I get it. You may be feeling like there's no way out. I've seen countless pharmacists transform their careers and find work that they love. Sometimes you just need a little help seeing your potential and finding the right path forward. If you found this helpful, I would love it if you hit that like button and subscribe if you like pharmacy career content. And if you want me to talk about something else, let me know in the comments so that I can always improve these videos even further. Remember, hating your job isn't a life sentence. It's just honestly a sign that it's time for a change. So until I see you in the next video, stay curious and take care.